Being a DoorDash driver usually means you meet all kinds of people, but this delivery was different. It was around 9 p.m., and my app directed me to an old, crumbling house at the end of a desolate street. The order was for a single cup of clam chowder. Strange, right? Who orders just soup so late? When I arrived, the house was eerily silent. No lights on, no sign of life. I texted the customer, "I'm here," but got no response. That's when I saw it, a shadow move past the second-floor window. My skin prickled. I'm not one to scare easily, but something about this place felt wrong. I left the soup on the porch, snapped the delivery picture, and hurried back to my car. As I started the engine, my phone buzzed. It was a message from the customer. "Thank you. Come inside for your tip." My heart pounded. I looked at the house again, and there he was, a man, tall, gaunt, dressed in black, standing in the doorway. He didn't move, just stared at me. I floored it, tearing down the street, but in my rearview mirror, I swear I saw him, standing in the middle of the road, watching me drive away.
It was a quiet Tuesday night. My last delivery was to a remote farmhouse on the outskirts of town. The order? Just a slice of cheesecake. I thought, easy money, but the GPS took me down a dirt road surrounded by woods. No street lights, no cell phone signal, just darkness. When I arrived, the house looked abandoned. The windows were boarded up and the yard was overgrown, but there was a porch light on, faint and flickering. I knocked on the door, no answer. I knocked again, louder this time, still nothing. Finally, I left the cheesecake on a rickety table by the door and turned to leave. That's when I heard a low, raspy laugh. It came from inside the house. My blood ran cold. I called out, "Hello? Your food's here!" hoping for some rational explanation. Instead, the laughter grew louder, more guttural, until it sounded like it was right behind me. I sprinted to my car and jumped in, but as I sped away, I glanced at my rearview mirror. There he was, the same tall, shadowy man, standing on the porch, his face obscured, but I could feel his eyes on me.
I've been doing DoorDash to pay for school, so I'm used to late-night deliveries. This one seemed normal enough, a burger and fries to an apartment complex. But when I got there, the building was eerie. Half the units were dark, and the hallways echoed with every step. The app said to leave the food outside Unit 3B. As I placed the bag down, I felt it, a presence. I turned and saw him, the man, tall, dressed in black, standing at the end of the hallway. He didn't move, didn't speak, just stood there, watching. I muttered, "Have a good night," trying to keep my voice steady, and walked back to the elevator. As the doors closed, I saw him start walking toward me. When I got to the parking lot, I nearly screamed. He was there, standing under a flickering streetlight, staring at my car. I locked the doors and sped off, but it didn't end there. That night, as I lay in bed, I got a notification. "Your delivery to 3B is complete." But the app wasn't open, and the timestamp was for 2 minutes prior. To this day, I don't know who or what was in that building, but I'll never forget that figure, the way he stared, and the way he seemed to be everywhere.